My name's Scott Fainor. I'm the group executive within the community banking division at BB&T, and I couldn't be more proud to be here today to celebrate a grant that we're going to make with the county's leadership along with LCTI, Lehigh Career and Technical Institute. I'm going to talk a little bit about that, but before I do, and I tell you a little bit about how this all came together and how exciting and how privileged it is for all of us to be here today, I'd like to just take a moment and introduce some very, very important people that work together to make this happen, because without them, we couldn't have brought all this together. The first thing is to my left here, we have a special guest that's in from out of town, from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, who I work with very closely, Donna Goodrich. How about a round of applause? Donna is here today with Candy Bass. How about a round of applause for Candy? Donna and Candy are here today visiting with some of the operational groups that are here in Allentown in 2 City Center. And they've been spending time. We just had some lunch together and talked about the thriving and great work that's being done here in downtown Allentown and throughout all of Lehigh County and the Lehigh Valley. Donna is a senior executive vice president, and she's on executive management in BB&T. And we just are really proud and honored for you to be here today and take part in this celebration. And you're invited to come with us at any time you want. And we'll make sure that we have the pictures in the video to show. Right? Stay up here close with us here. But thank you, Donna, for being here, and thank you, Candy, for everything that you do. Next to me here, we also have Bernie Story, the president and CEO of the Lehigh Valley Community Foundation. Bernie and his team play a critical role in helping us at the BB&T Economic Growth Fund, which was established a little over a year ago. And without Bernie and his team's help, we could never really make this become a reality today. Because when we put this effort forward to look for the highest quality projects that would stand up to our criteria, Bernie and his team did an outstanding job. And Bernie, thank you very much. To his right is Dave Kennedy. Dave Kennedy is the president for Northern Pennsylvania. Dave, many of you know here, he's known to everyone in Lehigh and Northampton counties throughout the Lehigh Valley. Dave's responsible for all banking operations from the Lehigh Valley all the way north and in some cases west, Dave. He's a big territory and we're doing great work. Dave's a part of this team and his leadership is inspiring to all of us. Dave, thank you for being here and participating. Virginia Haas, right here. Virginia is with the Lehigh County Community Revitalization and Development Director. If some of you in the room don't know Virginia, she gets things done. She really works diligently on getting things done in the county. And the county is strong. It's very strong because of the people around it. We certainly know that at BB&T, but working with a strong county such as Lehigh County, it's around the people. And Virginia, you and your team, coming up with this idea around the scholarships and so on, and workforce development and everything you do from students all the way up, it's amazing work. And we really love the idea, and thank you for being here. So how about a round of applause? County Executive Tom Muller is on vacation. He called and said that he would have loved to be here. He comes to every event we invite him to. He always participates. We'll send him his best, and we'll send him a copy of the video or some of the pictures too, just to let him know we were doing good work, right? Okay? And then in collaboration with the county on this particular request at LCTI, Dr. Tim Rushton is on the end. He is the executive director, and we want to thank him for being part of this and really making it work, that where the rubber meets the road, so to speak. We thank you for being here. And also Jan Brna. Jan is part of LCTI. She is here and really making this all come together in post-secondary and workforce education. And we thank all three of you for working in collaboration on this project. So we're going to let you comment in a little moment, but let me just outline what we're doing here today. Thank you all for being part of this. So today we have been traveling as a large group. It seems like if we're in Bethlehem, we've got a good Bethlehem contingent. We're in Allentown, we've got a great Allentown contingent. And we have a lot of people from different organizations that have joined us. The purpose for this today is that BB&T is making an announcement through the BB&T Economic Growth Fund, partnering with the Lehigh Valley Community Foundation. We are donating through multiple different projects $1,450,000 to organizations that all of us really think very, very highly of, that are doing great work in our community, that can allow our families and all of us to prosper and just really feel good about that community spirit. Round of applause on that. $1,450,000 is a big number. It is a big number. It's something we should all feel very, very proud of. I know it's energizing me. I've been going, and as I've been preparing for today, I couldn't feel more comfortable. When you take a look at BB&T and our vision, mission, and values, and we just went through 52 mission dinners. Donna participated in a lot more than I did, but I did 5. So I know what it's like. But one of the things in those videos around strong culture and around commitment to community and around our vision, mission, and values being non-negotiable. And I think that's what we stand for. And that's what makes today all come together for all of us. So when the BB&T Economic Growth Fund directors, which are made up of myself, Jeff Feather, who is part of our BB&T Advisory Board, and Tom Beaver, who is part of that advisory board, when we came up with the idea of something that would be impactful back in January, we worked with the colleges and universities and the counties and the cities and the economic development agencies. And we said if you could collaborate and come up with ideas around themes, manufacturing jobs, whether high-skilled or maybe just some of the old industries that we know of, manufacturing jobs, pipelines that create further job creation around job and workforce training, and also renovation and rehabilitating of properties that are in our core inner cities and county areas, which need to really be turned around to continue this revitalization and growth that we're experiencing throughout the Lehigh Valley. These were critical components and priorities that took place as we laid out the plan. We prioritized them, and I will tell you, these different proposals that came back are incredible. And that's why we stand with you here today with Lehigh County and LCTI. They came forth with a project. I'll let them speak about it. But it gives me just great privilege and pleasure to be able to say that we will donate to the county and LCTI $100,000, which will end up focusing in on workforce development scholarships through the students that you bring through your school and through your training centers. We know it's impactful, and we know it's because of all the good work you're doing, and we couldn't be more proud at BB&T to make this occur. Now what I'd like to do, 100,000 is a large number, it's a large grant, we're proud of it, but I would like to ask Bernie Story to come up and just talk a little bit about what goes on behind the scenes in his help of us at the Community Foundation.
Thank you, Scott. I was so happy to hear that Scott was going to ask me to say a few words, because it gives me a chance in public to say what a real joy and pleasure it has been working with Scott Fainor, with Jeff Feather, and Tom Beaver, and the BB&T Economic Growth Fund Advisory Board, indeed all of the BB&T leadership. We have 227 charitable funds at the Community Foundation. This fund was excellent. the careful consideration, the thoughtful consideration of the proposals and the input that they heard from the Community Foundation was just exquisite. We're so proud to be able to have been in a position to support BB&T's Economic Growth Fund. And on behalf of our Board of Governors, it's my pleasure just to publicly commend the leadership of BB&T for their commitment to the Lehigh Valley, to Allentown, to Bethlehem, Easton, to the Community Foundation. This is a wonderful organization, and we're delighted to share with BB&T the congratulations to Lehigh County and LCTI on receiving this generous grant. So thank you, Scott, and thank you to BB&T and the folks that are around this room. Thank you.
Thank you. Jan, come on over. Stand over here, too.
We move down when they move over.
Good afternoon, and on behalf of Lehigh County and LCTI, we would like to thank you for this generous award. The Lehigh Valley has a rich manufacturing history, and it is now one of the largest contributing sectors to the region's GDP. Recent studies have shown that manufacturing and transportation and warehousing sectors are the driving industry for our region, which will subsequently provide the greatest workforce development challenges to long-term regional employment, sustainability, and growth. So in order to retain and attract these types of companies, Lehigh County feels it is very imperative to assist in the recruitment and training of skilled workers for these positions. Currently, through our Community Development Block Grant Program, LCTI has successfully administered a CDL and Heavy Equipment Operators Program, which over the last 2 years has provided training and employment opportunities to an underserved population. And with the assistance of this award, we are very delighted to have the opportunity to build on that project's success and offer scholarships for a broader range of programs to Lehigh County residents who are interested in pursuing a career in these highly regarded occupations. So thank you once again, and I'll let Jan say a few words as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
We are just so delighted. I just can't tell you how much it means to us to have this opportunity to have your funds to help support our new students coming into our programs. It will support our electromechanical and mechatronics program, which is the industrial maintenance, the extremely high demand in the Lehigh Valley, logistics technology, and the transportation industry for CDL drivers. We consistently have more jobs than we can possibly fill with our graduates, and most of them have multiple job offers on the table upon graduation, and these are really high-paying jobs. So, you know, we just need to bring more people into the pipeline. We're trying to create that. We have our programs. This is going to benefit our adult population. We have a post-secondary program, but we also are Lehigh County's career and technical school for our high school students, and we serve about 2,800 high school students, and many of them are going out and working. They're being recruited in 10th and 11th grade to go out and co-op and work in their senior year. So we're building the pipeline and trying to get, you know, as many students out there as we can. But this, the distribution centers and the forklift operators, the logistics technicians, the CDL drivers, they're in huge demand, and these are all great jobs. So this is going to help our students to be able to come into programs, finish programs quicker, and get out into the pipeline. And we just couldn't be happier to be part of all of this. And thank you for placing your trust in us to administer these funds wisely and prudently. So thank you very much.
Donna? Donna? Go ahead, Donna. Go ahead, please. Right there. I'm putting her on the spot.
Absolutely.
We like round of applause around here. Another round of applause for Donna. Come on. I put her on the spot.
Absolutely did, but let me just tell you, it is my privilege to have the opportunity. I did not know I was going to have this privilege today, but what an exciting day, and we are so thankful to be a part of this community. We thank you for allowing us to work alongside of you, and so thank you very, very much for that.
Yeah, good. Thank you, Donna. I didn't mean to put Donna on the spot, but since she's here, I really wanted her to feel a part of the fabric of the community and how proud we are about what we're doing today. She was in the markets last week when we had our Blitz campaign, where we had 700 plus bankers out making several thousand calls. So we appreciate you being here anytime, and you can come back anytime you want.
I love
So,
it.
good.
Thank you.
So once again, a big day for BB&T, a big day for Lehigh County, a big day for LCTI. You are doing great work, and you're right. When I speak to high school students, I always tell them that the trades, technical learning, skills, you need skills. You need to continue to keep learning. And I tell many people in this room, even we know we've been in banking a long time, it is a lifelong learning journey. It doesn't stop. So we have to keep challenging ourselves. And for today, BB&T, it's not only a proud day today, it's a proud day every day at BB&T, because this is the good work we are doing, strengthening communities, and we're once again moving forward together. So it's with great privilege, honor, pride to present you with a check for $100,000 for these program scholarships. Congratulations. And we're gonna turn this around. There you go. Can you see behind you?
I saw somebody blink.